A lot of the weaknesses is in his mental. I think it's more mental than anything, and I'm going to expose it.
Shakur Stevenson didn't walk into Madison Square Garden just to advertise a fight. He walked in to tear apart Teofimo Lopez's mental armor piece by piece. What should have been a typical press event filled with recycled threats turned into something far more intense and disturbingly personal. Stevenson locked eyes with Lopez and promised not only victory, but a complete psychological breakdown of a man whose inner struggles have followed him for years. The atmosphere wasn't fueled by belts or rankings, it was fueled by humiliation. Shakur calmly explained that he sees cracks in Teofimo's mindset that the rest of the world refuses to acknowledge. Cracks that have very little to do with boxing technique, it's everything to do with the mind behind the gloves.
But Teo, you've said in a recent interview that you feel that this is Shakur's time to lose. That you see this fight going two ways. Either you're going to make him quit or you're knocking him out. Are you standing by that?
Yeah, I'm a champion. He's coming to go with my weight division. He's trying to take over my stuff. This is my bread and butter. I stand on it, and I'm not going to allow anybody, anyone, not a single soul in this room take what I've worked so hard for.
Now, Shakur, you, judging by the recent CompuBox numbers, you're number one by a mile as far as fighters not landing any power punches on you. How do you feel when you hear a guy say he might not just stop you, but he might make you quit in the fight?
Make me quit is crazy. Like, I don't got no quit in me, but it's cool. He's supposed to feel that way. Like, he's supposed to say the things that he's saying. He's not saying nothing out of the ordinary or something that I didn't expect. Only thing that I kind of took away, he got on a podcast, I want to say, he said that I was slow. And that's the part where I'm like, okay, he's going to be very surprised come fight night to where it's like, you really thought I was slow? Like, is that something like you put in your brain and thought it was about to come out there and work?
What made the moment even more unsettling was the wild contrast in how both fighters carried themselves. Shakur stood steady, dissecting Lopez with the precision of a surgeon, while Teofimo sat scribbling affirmations in a notebook as if trying to hold himself together. Watching a champion write motivational lines while being verbally torn apart felt surreal. Shakur immediately jumped on it, calling it the behavior of someone desperately trying to convince himself he still belongs among elites. Whispers about Teofimo being mentally fragile have floated around boxing for years, but Shakur didn't whisper it. He declared it loudly, predicting that on January 31st, the psychological pressure will crush Teofimo long before any punch lands.
This is, I know I gotta up my level that night because of who I'm in front of.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, how do you see it, right? Because I hear people saying different things, right? Like media pundits and fans. I brought this up to your grandfather on live the other day. Some people say Teo's more athletic than you. Do you agree with that?
I don't know. It's hard to say who's more athletic. How you gonna say, okay, let's say they say he more athletic than me. If he more athletic than me, if we go outside and do any sport, any other sport besides boxing, can he beat me in it?
What you mean, like basketball or race or running a race?
Any sport, bro. Is he more athletic than me? Because, like, how you gonna be more athletic than me? You can't do nothing better than me at any sport.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I don't know. I wonder. I don't know. I mean, he's an athletic guy. I don't know.
I'm from the trenches, bro. I come from the hood, bro. He comes from where, bro?
He say Brooklyn, but I don't. He be saying he from Brooklyn, though. I don't know where he's from.
From Florida.
Florida?
He's probably born in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
He's from Florida. But I'm just saying, like, where I come from is like the hood. I go outside, play basketball every day. I go outside, play football every day.
Yeah.
Of my life.
Yeah.
So for him to be like more athletic, okay, cool. That's what y'all call it, but
Man.
I don't know. We'll see you on fight night.
Things escalated even further when Teofimo's father, Teo Sr., erupted from the audience, unable to listen silently anymore. This is where the rivalry shifted from heated competition to genuine hostility. Known for emotional outbursts, Teo Sr. began screaming at Shakur, interrupting him again and again, yelling, "I bet you're going to quit." Shakur didn't blink. He simply turned to the father and fired back with one of the coldest lines of the night. "You better not throw the towel in." A brutal nod to the chaotic moments in past Lopez fights, hinting that even his own corner knows he may not withstand the technical beating Shakur intends to deliver.
Out of my son.
I ain't seen Lomachenko throw no punches.
You never been on a big stage like this.
I didn't see Lomachenko throw punches.
You
for
never
6
been
rounds.
on a big stage
I
like
didn't see Lomachenko throw punches.
Because we
for 6
frozen.
rounds. Okay, you gonna see.
We gonna freeze you too.
You better not throw the towel in.
Come on, man. You out of your mind.
Okay.
Shit. My son fought without
Well,
no
see-
air. My son fought without no air against convulsions.
You can't fight
He
for
got
your son.
bones.
You can't
You
fight
gonna
for your
tell
son.
me, man? Come on.
You can't fight for your son.
I bet you gonna quit.
Okay, you gonna see.
All right?
Shakur continued exploiting the dysfunctional father-son dynamic. He mocked their partnership, saying the father doesn't know how to teach and the son doesn't know how to fight. A direct attack on the heart of the Lopez brand. In response, Teo Sr. desperately tried to control the narrative by leaning on history. He shouted that they've already mastered the code of beating southpaws, pointing to wins over Vasyl Lomachenko and Josh Taylor as proof. He insisted Shakur would simply become another easy checkmark in their so-called perfect record against left-handers.
Had to come up with some good game plans over the years to beat some great fighters, Lomachenko, Taylor, among them. How difficult is this man, Shakur Stevenson, to prepare for?
Well, I see their weakness. That's what I do. You know, we broke the code with with Loma that nobody had ever done. You know, we didn't let him get.
Shakur dismantled that argument with ease. He pointed out that even if Lopez has beaten southpaws, he has never faced a defensive puzzle as complex as Stevenson. Shakur brushed aside the Lomachenko win entirely, noting that Loma barely threw a meaningful punch for 6 rounds. From Shakur's perspective, Teofimo didn't defeat Lomachenko. Lomachenko handed the fight away. The Lopez camp's belief that they've solved the southpaw stance is the exact arrogance Shakur intends to punish. He reminded everyone he has never been beaten by an orthodox fighter, flipping Teo Sr. as an argument on its head and making their southpaw formula sound like a desperate reach into the past.
I ain't seen Lomachenko throw no punches.
You
for
never
6
been on a
rounds.
big stage like this.
I didn't see Lomachenko throw punches.
You
for
never
6
been
rounds.
on a big stage
I
like
didn't see Lomachenko throw punches.
Because we
for 6
frozen.
rounds. Okay, you gonna see.
this. We gonna freeze you too.
You better not throw the towel in.
Come on, man. You out of your mind.
Okay.
Shit. My son fought without
Well,
no
see-
air. My son fought without no air against convulsions.
You can't fight
He
for
got
your son.
bones.
You can't fight
You
for
gonna
your
tell
son.
me, man? Come on.
You can't fight for your son.
I bet you gonna quit.
Yeah, okay, you gonna see.
All right?
Teofimo has always had an eccentric side, but his behavior this time pushed far beyond unusual. Trying to appear unpredictable, he made bizarre comments that left the entire room frozen. At one point, he joked about making Shakur jiggle his balls into a trap. A strange line that killed the energy instantly and not in a good way. He followed it by quoting Mike Tyson's infamous rant to Lennox Lewis. He's talking about loving his opponent, but instead of sounding intimidating, he looked completely unhinged. Rather than coming across as dangerous, Teofimo looked scattered and disconnected, unintentionally proving Shakur's point that he's not mentally locked in for a challenge of this level.
And, you know, you're going to have Shakur jiggle my, you know,
You said you're gonna do what?
jiggle my balls.
What? Pause, bro. That's
Felt
wild, bro.
shit.
How you always doing that, bro?
So Niagara Falls.
Teofimo, you could have gone a few different directions for your next fight. Done a unification at 140. You've talked in the past about moving up in weight. Why was this the right fight for you?
Hold on, I'll tell you what.
Fuck you too, nigga. Fuck wrong with you?
I mean, come on now. Like, he's saying this, he's saying that in the third, but in reality, man, this guy is the best, and we're here to face the best. And that's just what it is. Forget the rest. That's all it is, man. That's what it takes. You know, we define the odds. We're against all odds. And to DraftKings and to all the betting odds out there, make sure you